There are lots of instruments to look at on the panel, but just 6 of them are known as the primary instruments. Even though they don't always look exactly the same, you'll find these 6 instruments in almost every airplane.
Now, we're going to let you in on a little secret. You only have to look at 2 of these instruments to get most of the information you need to have basic control of the airplane. Now, the first of these 2 instruments is officially called the attitude indicator, but old-timers call it the artificial horizon. It's an instrument that gives you the information you'd get by looking at the actual horizon outside the window, and it gives you that information even when you can't see outside due to weather or darkness.
While John is flying the plane, the white horizon bar stays parallel to the natural horizon, and the little orange airplane moves with the real airplane, showing him whether the nose is up or down, or if the airplane is in a bank. To keep the airplane at the same altitude, all John has to do is put this dot, representing the nose of the airplane, right on the horizon bar. To keep the wings level, he'll keep the little orange airplane level with the horizon bar. Now, if you want to make a nice gentle turn, say to the right, keep the nose dot right on the horizon bar and roll until the right wing on the little orange airplane covers up the first bank reference line. To climb straight ahead, just go to full power and then use the attitude indicator to keep the wings level and pitch up to put the dot on the little orange airplane on the second tick mark above the horizon bar. That'll give you a great climb attitude.
Now, here is something that may surprise you. To descend, you just keep that level flight attitude and reduce the power to the bottom of the green arc on the tachometer. That way the airplane will make a nice controlled descent. Now, you can increase your descent rate by holding this same attitude and putting down flaps by pressing the F7 key. Flaps come down at the back of the wings to increase lift and drag, and you can learn more about flaps by clicking on Learn to Fly. One last thing, by the way, about using the attitude indicator. You'll get the best results if you make very small corrections. If you get a little high or low, you can correct by pitching up or down just about the height of the little dot or less.
The second of the 2 most useful instruments is the airspeed indicator. The airspeed indicator tells you how fast the airplane is moving through the air. The needle points to the speed, which is measured in knots. As a good rule of thumb, you want to keep your airspeed in the green part of the indicator.
Now, anytime the airspeed starts to get too high or low, you can just return the airplane to level flight attitude using the attitude indicator and putting the power in the center of the green arc on the tachometer. Do that and the airspeed will come back into control very nicely. You know, as you can see, together, these 2 instruments tell you most of what you need to know to do a pretty doggone good job of controlling the airplane.
But the other 4 primary flight instruments are important too, and you can learn more about them in Learn to Fly. Meanwhile, it's time to meet your instructor. So click the Next button on the lower right side of this screen.